This is our Pachushka by Katie Steidel, Kaylee Lackey, Jordan Hoved, and Cassidy Simcooley, about the comparison of the poem The Tides Rise, The Tide Falls, and the song by Zach Brown Band, and they are being compared through their individual use of imagery, rhyme, and tone. The poem The Tides Rise, The Tides Fall is about the relaxation found on the beach, about the tides, ocean, traveling to the beach, nightlife, and even nightlife at the beach. Anything involving the beauties of the beach. And the song by Zach Brown Band called Toes is about going to the beach as a tourist and relaxing with a beer in your hand without a care in the world. All that matters is whether or not the tide is going to reach your chair when you have your toes in the sand. Imagery is defined as using descriptive words and adjectives to give the reader a mental image. It is one's ability to describe a scene by using words. In the song Toes by Zach Brown Band, it talks a lot about a day at the beach and uses a lot of imagery in doing so. See the chorus. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world, cold beer in my hand, life is good today. It sets up a good mental image of the setting. Similarly, in the poem The Tides Rise, The Tides Fall, it has a great use of imagery in describing the waves. Line 8 says, the little waves with their soft white hands. The descriptive words such as little, soft, and white bring out the dullness of the morning waves and make it easier for the reader to visualize. Rhyme is the correspondence of terminal sounds of words, or of lines, or of verses. These words typically have the same vowel sounding and complement each other in an appealing way. In the song there are several elements of rhyme. See verse 7. 'Cause my bartender, she's from the island, her body's been kissed by the sun, and coconut replaces the smell of the bar, and I don't know if it's her or the rum. These two words rhyme but don't. They have the same vowel sound, but the remaining part of the word does not sound like a rhyme. This adds significance to the lyrics and makes it catchy. The poem exhibits rhyme in a way that catches the reader's attention and makes the reader want to read more. See lines 1 through 4. The tide rises, the tide falls. The twilight darkens, the curfew calls. Along the sea sands damp and brown, the traveler hastens towards the town. Tone is a literary compound of composition, which encompasses the attitudes towards the subject and towards the audience, implied in a literary work. This is shown in both the poem and the song. In the song, the tone is very laid back and easygoing. This is exemplified in verse 12. Adios se va condigos, going home now to stay. The senoritas don't care when there's don't dinero. Yeah, I got no money to stay. This is showing how laid back it is. The poem has a mellow and relaxing tone. This is shown in lines 9 through 12. The little waves with their soft white hands efface the footprints in the sands, and the tides rise, the tides fall. Symbolism is the use of words to imply a hidden meaning in a work of literature. Symbolism is used in both the poem and the song. The song uses a unique type of symbolism. The lyrics tell what the person is visualizing in the video, which gives the listener of the song the visual also. This type of symbolism is directly shown in verse 2 of the song. Well, the plane touched down, and it's about 3 o'clock, and the city is still on my mind. Bikinis and palm trees dance in my head, and I'm still in the baggage line. The symbolism in the poem is the tide. Tide may tide may represent life because life and the tide are natural cycles of things in this world. The tide continues right on in its work, with or without us, just like life does. Anastrophe is used to add emphasis on a noun. Instead of the adjective coming before the noun, it comes after. Anastrophe is used in the song in verse 12. Adios se va condigos, coming home now to stay. Instead of saying going home to stay now, it says Instead of going home to stay now, it says going home to stay, which adds emphasis on the home, which is the beach. In the poem, Anastrophe is used in line 14, returns the traveler to the shore. Instead of saying the traveler returns to the shore, the author rearranges the words to demonstrate the importance on the word returns by putting it first. Both the poem and the song express all these literary devices and use them similarly in a way that will make the writing in the poem's case or the lyrics or in the song's case more appealing to the reader or listener. This concludes our kucha on The Tide Rises, The Tide Falls, and toast. Thanks for listening. The end. Happily ever after.